Hello everyone and welcome to my live for today. So we are talking about the equipment that you need when you want to live stream from your mobile. So I'm actually streaming live to my Instagram account using my iPad at the moment, and I have got my mobile phone free so that I can talk to you about actually live streaming on your mobile phone. So hi Anita, that's lovely that she's here. So we've got some folks over on Instagram, and then I'm live streaming to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn and Twitter, and a couple of my groups on Facebook. So do say hi to me if you are in any of those places whilst I am live tonight. And that's brilliant. Hi, you just popped up my notification. What do I need to do to go live on my mobile? Exactly. So yesterday, if you are following me on my YouTube channel, I went through how to go live on my mobile to Instagram. Now, then it made me think, okay, so to go live on Instagram, you need to use your mobile phone or iPad, which is what I'm doing over here as well. And it made me think, okay, so what equipment do you need to go live using your mobile phone? Because as we enter 2021, we are going to say goodbye 2020 because it's been a pretty shocking year for most things. And we want to open up our lives to a great 2021. And what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to show you exactly what sort of equipment you need to live stream as you go into 2021. So I'm not talking about live streaming from your laptop, which is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm using Restream today to live stream to multiple platforms, and I'm using my iPad to live stream to Instagram. So I'm not talking about using the desktop versions of live streaming. I'm talking about going live on your mobile phone from wherever you are. So if you don't have a webcam and you don't have a fancy studio, you don't need to have all of those things. You just need to have a mobile device that you can go live on with good internet connection. So the first thing that you need when you are going to go live from your mobile phone is really good internet connection, because if you have good internet connection, then you are going to be able to stay live, stay visible to everybody, and they'll be able to hear you without you dropping off. So that's the first thing. So your mobile phone is what you need to go live. Now, if you want to go live to, say, Instagram, then you use your mobile phone. If you want to go live to Facebook, you can also use your mobile phone. If you want to go live to Twitter, whilst they're still allowing you to go live, you can also use your mobile phone. Now, if you have LinkedIn Live, you may know that you can't go live on your mobile phone because you need to use a third-party software to go live into LinkedIn. But we are going live on our mobile phone. So someone just said to me, I always go live on my mobile. Yes, exactly. And the beauty about going live on mobile is that it can have all these nice filters. So if you go live into Instagram, you can use the nice filters. If you go live on your mobile phone into Facebook, say, then if you don't want to bother with putting your makeup on, or makeup's not something that you usually wear, then you can, touch up your face or whatever using some of the filters. So a lot of us use Zoom to do recordings and things like that, and they have that really cool little button that presses so that it makes you what does it do? It sort of almost like spruces you up. It gets rid of all the lines. But I'm going live today on my laptop using my Logitech Streamer webcam, and that's why I'm on my mobile. Okay, brilliant, Gail. Thank you. It's because I'm using Restream and I can't see the names in the groups at the moment. So I can actually show you up here. So if I were to put you into the chat, I can actually, let's see here. Let me get your comment up. Here we go. Look, I can pop you up on the chat and you'll show up on the chat. So there you go. Hi, it's Gail. So there you go. So hi, Gail. I'm actually saying your name, which is cool. So, okay, so brilliant. So the mobile phone is the first thing you need to do to live stream when you're on the go. So when I'm talking about going live on the go, what I mean is going live from in your studio, like Gail's an artist, so she'll go live in her studio. I've got Antoinetta watching me on Instagram, and she goes live at her place of work. She does lots of workshops. You might be running an event, or you might be out and about. I do a lot of my video recordings from inside my studio. It's not really a studio. What it is I have a couple of desks with my laptop and my lights and my microphone. So it's sort of like my studio. But we're talking about how to go live on your mobile phone easily. And what we're talking about and why we're talking about that is because as we enter 2021, live streaming is going to be one of the things that you will want to be doing to increase your visibility across your social media platforms. Video is still one of the best ways of people getting to know you and to know about you. And live streaming is one of those ways that people can connect. And also, so that I can tell you, one of the ways that I like to do live streaming is because then I don't have to edit anything. Because if you think about the amount of videos that one can make in a year, if you were to record it and then edit it and, you know, like make sure that everything is absolutely perfect, it takes a bit of time. Whereas with live streaming, people don't expect perfectionism. They don't expect it to be perfect. What they expect is good visuals. So you need to make sure that you're lit up when you're on your mobile phone. You also have to make sure that you have a microphone. So if you are out and about, then you need to make sure that people could hear you. And then that's pretty much all you need to make sure. So good internet connection. Can people see you? And can people hear you? Travelers Peaks just said hi to me from YouTube. So hi there. So I'm going to go through some of the equipment that I have that makes my life easier to live stream on the mobile. So the first thing is obviously my mobile phone. So that can be an iPhone, an Android, any type of mobile phone, but I would suggest that you need to have a smartphone, so a modern mobile phone, not the type of phone that doesn't have a screen. The sort of one that my mum uses still doesn't actually have a screen on it. It just has the numbers. So we want to be using a smart mobile phone. Okay, and the next thing is that you want your mobile phone to have some stability. So when you are live streaming from your mobile, whether you're inside or you're outside, you want it to have some stability. So this is why I've got this in my hand. So for all you ladies out there that have handbags or backpacks, this is the perfect tool that you can use to live stream in your office or out and about. It fits perfectly in your bag. And believe it or not, it is a selfie stick and a tripod in one. Okay, so what we do with it is we have to like pull this bit up at the top, and then you have to make sure that the little legs at the bottom are released. And then what you do is you pull it up, and you just pull it up like that. And you see at the beginning, this is how it becomes a tripod. So the tripod stands very stable on the floor or on the desk, wherever you want to put it, park bench, on the wall, anywhere. And then this bit here extends. So you can obviously have it quite long. Like I'm just going to move back from let me move back from my camera a minute. So this is how long it is. It's quite long, as you can see. So that's not even fully extended. I extend it out really far. It's about, I would say it's longer than a meter, to be honest. So it's really quite long. Let me just come back. And at the top, you have this adapter. So obviously this holds your mobile phone if you want to take vertical video. So if you're videoing in vertical, then you would use it like that. However, if you want to start your live and you'll want to record in the horizontal position, then you can obviously have it like that. So you can either have it standing on the desk or on a park bench or anywhere that you want it to be. And obviously you would have it a little bit away from you, and then people would be able to see you. Now, another thing that I like about this is that if you are on the go and you're in the park, like someone just said to me, they go for a walk in the park. So when I go live, I go on walks. That's brilliant. So that's probably Gail. So you need to have you need a smart person. No, you just need a smartphone. Okay, so then what you do to make this into a tripod, to make this into a selfie stick, all you do is you just push this bit down and you pull this up, and as it comes down, it closes up. So then I'm holding it. Now that makes it a little bit difficult, so that if you're, like the selfie stick is up, how am I supposed to press the button? Well, it comes with this neat little button bit here. You can see it. This little button bit here is a Bluetooth device, and it connects to my phone via Bluetooth. And then if you're using it as a tripod, it actually comes off and you can pop it in your hand, so that if your tripod is sitting over there, then you can press go and it will work remotely. So that's the tripod part. So the tripod and the selfie stick part are the things that you would use to get the stability. Okay, right. So after you've got your stability and you've got your smartphone with your smart person, what you need then is a light. So we're talking about making sure that people can see you when you are doing your live. So here's my phone. So everyone that's watching, I know Antonetta's watching me on on Instagram, which is great. So here we are on my phone. So if I was to go open up my Facebook, let me just open up my Facebook. So there's my Facebook. So if I wanted to actually use this, my tripod is so cool. It is. I'll pop a link underneath if you like, and you can have a little look at it. So now lighting. Now, obviously, if you're on the go and you're out and about, you don't want to take a massive light with you, do you? I mean, you look a bit funny if you're out walking the dogs and then you have this massive light under your arm and you're asking people for a plug. Hey, have you got a plug? Can I plug my light into your cafe so that I can have a light for my mobile? No, all you need is this little thing. So this little thing, let me put that down. I haven't got enough hands. Is a light. So what it does, as you can see, it has 3 settings. So it's got a white light, it's got a soft light, and then you can have a mixture of the two. And what you do with this is you clip it onto your phone, and it clips onto your phone so that it sits in the center. So when you turn it on, the camera of your iPhone or your Android phone is in the middle there. So when you light it up, you see how it lights my face up already? And it's really quite powerful, but you can press it a couple of times to reduce it down so it's not as bright. So that's the lighting. So let me just pop the little tripod section out a minute so that I can actually pop my phone down and I'm not holding it. Let me just do that. Okay, awesome. So now what I've got, Antoinette, now what I've got is I have my smartphone. Let's move it up a bit so you guys can all see it. Have my smartphone and I have my light. So I've ticked off 2 of the essentials. So I need a light and I need a smartphone. Okay, I'm going to turn it around like that because my light's dimmed because I've got this on. So hopefully you can still see me. And then the next thing is audio. So you want people to hear you. So I have my iPods, what are they called? Earplug things. I can't see what they're called now. Earpods. So I have my earpods, and what I do when I'm out and about on my mobile is I'll pop those in and it connects wirelessly via Bluetooth to my mobile phone. So that ensures that when I'm speaking, people will be able to hear me because it's going to go directly in. However, if you don't have earpods, you might have like normal earphones. Then as long as they've got a microphone, they're perfect as well. Or what you can do is you can get a lapel mic. So this one here I have, it's a Rode microphone, and I have this in my pocket sometimes. Like it's got a little pouch, so it's quite handy. So do you need to plug in the light? I have one but never used it. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. So with this, what you do is you just like attach it to your blouse or your jacket or anything like that. And then you plug this bit in to your phone. Now, obviously, this won't fit into an iPhone, but you can get an adapter. So I do have an adapter somewhere, but I have some Bose like earphones, and that I have the adapter on that because I often plug to my my phone. So you plug that in. Now, one other thing to say, that if you are live streaming outside, so if you are walking the dog or you're out in the park or you're at a networking and it's quite windy, what happens is that when you blow on the microphone, when you're speaking and the wind's blowing, it can interfere with the sound. So what you can do is you can get these fluffy things here. So I won't nick one off of here because this is a bit like it, isn't it? It's just not quite the same. So I would have this and I would plug it onto there, and that muffles the wind. So what happens then is it's here and the wind doesn't blow on it as much, so it doesn't get as muffled. So that's what I would do with that. So that pretty much ticks off the going live streaming from your mobile if you're out and about. So we have our light, we have our phone, we have our ears pods so people can hear us, and we have our brilliant selfie stick. I'm just going to turn this light off for a second. What I want to say is that if you are going live from your mobile phone at home and you don't have this type of tripod, you could use what I would call is a squidgy. So this is another device that I have. Now, I picked this up from TK Maxx. So if you're watching me in the UK, we have a TK Maxx, and I believe you have TK Maxx out in the States as well. So you can pick these up. This was like £4.99 I bought this from TK Maxx. And what it does is it clamps onto your table, and then this bit here, you can pretty much manipulate it wherever you want it to go so that it holds the phone for you. Now this particular thing that I've just shown you, I'm actually using that to hold my iPad. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm going live on Instagram at the moment, so I'm going to show you guys that my iPad here, you see, is actually, let me just do this. My iPad here is actually like, that's my iPad, and it's on one of those like black things there. So it's the same sort of system as the white one, except it holds the iPad. So if you prefer to go live from your iPad rather than your phone, then you can definitely go live from your iPad. If you go live from your iPad, all you need to do is to make sure that you have good Wi-Fi signal. So my iPad is connected to my home Wi-Fi, so that's how I can go live on my Wi-Fi. If you don't have Wi-Fi and you've got an iPad that you can pop a SIM in, then of course you can use your SIM. Oh, look, my hat's gone a bit wobbly. Let me just straighten my hat out. Okay, so let's have a little look at some of the questions. So basically, just quickly, before I answer any questions, is that in order for you to live stream as we enter 2021, I wanted to tell you that you don't need all this smart equipment. You don't need to have like a studio full of equipment if you don't want to. You can go live from your mobile phone or your iPad, and as long as you have those essentials sorted out. So you want your light, which is a ring light that you can clip onto your phone. You need to have a smartphone so you can see what's going on. You need to have either a tripod or a selfie stick, and you need to make sure that your audio is okay. So you can use your earpods, or you can use a microphone like this, or you can use like earphones and earpods. So like I've got one here. This is my little dog's holding it. This is like my Beats, and it's got a microphone built in. So you can adapt what you need, but if you've already got them, you don't need to go and buy any more. I've got my little doggy here. You want to say hello to Tinkerbell? Say hi. Say hi. Hi, everyone. Oh, she's like, what? So let's get on to the questions, because I'm really pleased that everyone has given me some questions, and I'm going to bring your questions up on the screen. So Gail, I think Gail just asked me a question. Here it is. Okay, so do you need to plug in that light? I have one, but I've never used it. Okay, so you need to plug it into a normal, it's got a USB. This is the charger that it came with, and it has this end to it. So as long as you've got one of these cables, and this is going to focus in on it, let me just see. You know, like the sort of, it's a square sort of cable. So it's like a square. So basically it's rechargeable. So you just plug it in, and then you plug it into your plug, and it will charge it up. And I think they last quite a while. So, you know, like I only plugged it in probably an hour or so before I did the live, just to give it a full charge so I could show you how to use it. So just plug it in. If you're going out and about, then you'll be able to just reuse it over and over again. And if it does start to lose its battery, it just fades a little bit, which is great. Okay, so then we have another question. Do the lapel mics come with different lengths of cord? It will depend on the one that you buy. So this Rode microphone, I think the cord is approximately, I would say that's 1 meter unraveled long. So if it's plugged into your phone and you're using a tripod or a selfie stick, then that might be long enough. Otherwise, you can get some Rode mics or any different brand of mic that you can use as a Bluetooth mic. So what happens is that the microphone itself will plug in here, and then you'll have a small little Bluetooth device, a bit similar to this one, that you could then just pop in your pocket, and that's what will connect you to your mobile phone. So Antonetta on Instagram just said, I've not used the iPods before. Did you say you have a wire too? Yeah, so you can have both. So either use your earpods or your mic or your like normal earphones, as long as it's got a microphone, because you just need to make sure that you've got the audio coming out so people can hear you, and obviously people can listen to you. Okay, so I have a lapel microphone, but not the muffler. I love your tripod. Yeah, so this little thing here, I actually bought them separately from my lapel mic. So this came with about 6 different sizes, and it's really quite neat because it's got such a tiny little hole at the bottom. You see that you just literally plug into this one. So the actual one that I got here came with this, like, it comes off. So you see how I've just taken that off, and then what I can do, if I know that I'm going to be outside and I don't have my earpods with me and I have this in my bag, I just pop this in here like so, That's it. And that basically makes the fluff. So as you can see, that's the fluffy bit. And what that does is that when the wind blows, you won't hear that rustling wind sound when it's on there. The tripod, I'll pop the link to the tripod underneath. It literally is, this is amazing, this tripod, because it's a tripod and a selfie stick with Bluetooth. And I think I paid about £27 for it in UK pounds. So if you can pick it up in America, obviously it'll be a little bit, might be a little bit more, $35. But I will pop a link to this after I finish the live, so that you can find out where you get that from, because I do have that in my link. Oh, that is for charging. Yeah, that's for the charging bit, girl. So just plug that in. Okay, how did you do the timer at the beginning? Okay, so Gal just asked me, how did I do the timer at the beginning? Okay, so the timer at the beginning is, I built that in Wave. So Wave.video is a video creation tool that I use, but I built one in Wave because what I do sometimes is I put the timer on when I'm doing an Instagram live. So with Instagram lives, you can share your videos from your camera roll into your live. So I pop it on there. On the desktop, what I'm doing is I'm using restream.io to live stream to you all, and it has some graphics already. So I can share my screen with you guys so you can see. So what I'll do is I'll actually share the screen and you'll be able to see what I can see. So let me just show you. So you should be able to see my screen. Let me pop it on. Okay, let me make it so that you can see it. Okay, so this is my screen here. Do you like my background? That's also something that's come from within the account. So for you guys on Instagram at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm showing people how to get the timer. So what I could do is I could just probably see if I can flip you around. I'm not sure I can do it. No, maybe not. You'll just have to hear me out here. So when you use Restream, what you do is they have a graphics area. So I'm going to make myself small. Let me just bring myself up. I'm going to just take the writing off. Hang on a second. And I'm going to swap me around. So now you can see my screen. So over here on the right-hand side, I have what's known as a graphics tab. So you see these graphics here? And what it does is these ones allow me to play a video before I actually go. So I've gone live, but I've pressed to play the video. So if I press one again, so like if I show you this one, you see how it goes over everything that I'm doing, and that allows me to pop the countdown in. So what happens, so what I did, guys, those that are watching, right, so I think we lost a few people. So hopefully I'm back and we can finish the chat. So how did I do the timer thing? Yeah, so that's it. So thank you everyone for joining me today. So I just wanted to briefly go over what we spoke about. So we spoke about live streaming from your mobile phones, and we went through the equipment that one would need for our mobile phones. So we need a light, we need our we need our smartphone, we need a tripod or a selfie stick. We also need really good earphones, or we can use a lapel mic, or we can use a standard earphone with a microphone. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining me today. I'm sorry I just lost you all at the end there. So, but I will cut that little bit off so that isn't there. So don't forget that if you've joined me from YouTube to give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more content like this, then do feel free to give me a subscribe. And if you're on Facebook or Instagram, then do please follow me there as well. Okay, I wish you all, thank you, Gail, wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Everybody stay safe. I will be back tomorrow for another live. I will work out what to talk about, but we will be live, either live or uploading a video. Okay, see you soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks very much, Antonetta, for joining me for so long. I'll see you later. Bye.